lesson number 1 on how to play the Cajun triangle. I'll be playing and demonstrating on triangles that I make out the tines of a pre-war hay rake. You saw them earlier in the video clip. This is one single tine off the rake. I take those, cut them to length, beat them out straight, flatten them, curl them, fold them, and end up with this fine musical instrument. We'll cover how to hold the triangle in this lesson, how to work with your beater, and how to make the two different tones you want to play along with the accordion and fiddle and other instruments in a traditional Cajun band. There are two ways I know of to hold it, and I'm certainly no expert. I do a better job of building them than I do playing them, but this surely will get you started. One way is the outside grip, to grip it on the outside of the triangle with your thumb hanging from a leather loop, which I don't have on here, and that way you can change your tone by opening and closing or loosening and tightening the grip on the outside of the triangle with your hand. The other way to hold it, which is the method I use, is the inside grip with my thumb draped over the top of it for control. And the clunks and clangs are made again by loosening and tightening one or more of your fingers, depending how much clunk, how much cling and clang you want to get out of your triangle. The beater, which is about 10 inches long, I hold toward the middle, cradled mostly on 2 fingers, with the chisel end of the beater resting against my palm with a little bit of the weight forward. Now you can hold it any way that's comfortable for you, as long as you have control and you can maintain a nice even pattern. I do play inside the triangle, as do many, and I get my clunks and clangs by hitting the bottom bar of the triangle, and my uhs or ands by hitting inside the top bar of the triangle. Well, we'll learn both the waltz and a 2-step in this lesson, and we'll just start right out with that waltz tempo, which is 3/4 time. It is played in a series of clunk-a, clang-a, clang-a, clunk-a, clang-a, clang-a, clunk-a, clang-a, clang-a. It goes something like this. See how I'm using my hand to get the clunkas and clangas, and using the beater inside, both on the bottom bar and the top bar. I'll get a little closer and play it slow, and you can follow it along. Alright, that's how we do a waltz. I'll finish out by playing a few measured words, and you can play along. Alright, that's playing the waltz. Now let's move on to the 2-step, and we play that by an alternation of clunk-a and clang-a, or clunk-a, cling-a. And we'll start out here. Faster. And now I'll move in a little closer and you can watch what I'm doing. Alright, now play it through a two-step for you, and I'll play a few measures. You can play along. And back to the waltz. Alright, well that's about it for lesson number 1. And if you watch the rest of this video clip, you'll hear a little more music. See my card if you want to contact me. And happy playing.